Pull your britches up because the Los Angeles Lakers are once again under the spotlight as the NBA trade deadline approaches. And with the less than impressive record of 23-23 and struggling to break that 500 mark, the Lakers are far, far, far from the powerhouse that they once were. But we're not going to get into the glory days. Instead, we're going to talk about some possibilities that could help reshape Rob Pelinka and the Lakers' game plan. One of the top insiders at ESPN for NBA front office updates, Bobby Marks, has presented not one, but two intriguing trade scenarios. And these are not your run-of-the-mill speculations. We're talking about Lakers seriously contemplating a shakeup. Trade number one, the Brooklyn bait and switch. Now imagine this. D'Angelo Russell, a constant in trade talks, potentially leaving the Lakers alongside of Rui Hachimura and a 2029 first-round pick, which is protected within the top 14, in exchange for Dorian Finney-Smith and Spencer Dinwiddie from the Brooklyn Nets. Now, this is a concoction that could either be a recipe for championship success or a disastrous potion. Hachimura, the supposed secret weapon, is struggling. He only averaging a modest 11.1 points per game. I think my sister can score more than that. Nah, she couldn't. And he's only getting 3.5 rebounds. Now, my sister can get more than 3.5 rebounds a game. I know I can. I probably couldn't. Nah, I couldn't. I probably get one, and that's in the whole 48 minutes. And that's not enough shots to keep the scoreboard ticking, so it's safe to say that he's not living up to the hype. Now, in return, the Lakers would snag Dinwiddie and Finney-Smith, and Dinwiddie's having a bit of a downturn, shooting at a clip that makes you wonder if he needs a new prescription for his glasses or if he's just trying to get out of Brooklyn. But if you turn it around and Finney-Smith continues his sharp shooting in defensive ways, we might have something there. We might just have something. The Lakers front office must be thinking in Rob we trust, because this is a gamble. That's a real gamble. Trade number two, DeJounte Murray. Bobby Marks put forth a proposition involving Murray, and the Lakers would ship off Russell, Jalen Hood-Schifino, and a 2029 top 8 protected first round pick to the Atlanta Hawks. And in return, they get the two-way specialist DeJounte Murray. That'll be a nice one. Now, I love a good storyline, but here's the catch. The Hawks apparently aren't into Russell like that. They're not really into Russell. Imagine that. They want a third wheel in this tango, so Mark tosses in a young blood, Hood-Schifino, who is, let's be honest, he's showing some glimpses of potential, but whether that's enough to sway the Atlanta Hawks into making this trade with the Lakers, we shall see. The Hawks are not too keen on Russell. It's like telling a kid they're getting broccoli for dessert. So the likelihood of this deal going through, it's got more question marks than an episode of Jeopardy, so we're just gonna have to wait and find out. But in conclusion, the Lakers are in a trade dilemma. Do they roll the dice with these scenarios and hope it propels them back into championship contention? Or do they stick to what they know, which is keeping the band together like it is? Whatever happens, it's clear that the Lakers are desperate for some magic as the trade deadline hangs over them like a dark cloud. Like that cloud on, back in the day, what was that? The Flintstones? I think his name was Schleprock. Was his name Schleprock? He used to have a cloud over him everywhere he go. I think that was his name. I might have to look that up. But would they pull off a blockbuster? Or would they be left with shattered dreams and a roster in disarray? Only time will tell, my friends, so stay tuned into Gasman Island, because this Lakers situation is